Welcome back to Task Force Podcast, an airsoft podcast made by the airsofters for the airsofters.
What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Task Force Podcast. I'm your host, Snake, joined by my co-host,
Nasty. Also awkward on the mic.
Very, and...
Damn it.
And Thumper, Brian.
So, today, we have some really cool guys on the show with us, some New York natives, some guys up there that are, really cool. And I want to learn a little bit more about what they got going on, this whole New York scene.
Yeah.
We are joined by Boros Tactical. I will let you guys introduce yourselves.
Please.
You go ahead. Take the floor. It's all yours.
Hey, guys. What's going on? My name is Anthony. Call sign is Fajita. I am the leader of Boros Tactical, along with my co-leader, who's about to say his name now.
What up, everybody? This is Joe. Call sign, Primetime, co-founder with Anthony of Boros Tactical.
Dude, we are super excited to have you guys on the show. Seriously. Yeah. It's really nice that you guys reached out to us and you guys were like, hey, we love the show. And that's the type of person I like to have on the show. If you listen to the show and you like it, this is a platform we wanted to come up with to be able to help grow the sport of airsoft and help give everybody their own chance to kind of let them know, hey,
we out here, motherfuckers.
Right, exactly.
Goddamn, I hate people. I do.
Right.
Oh, guys, allow me to. I'm sorry to interrupt, but as per tradition, let me crack a cold one for you.
Yes, man of
very
talent.
Nice. Nasty's got a semi-warm monster.
Here, I'll flick my monster tab. There we go. So I'm going.
That was hot. That was hot. All the Kyles in a 30-mile radius.
Every single one
at their phone.
Every single one of them stepped outside their house and they were like, bro,
I smell the beef. That's all they're doing. That's all they.
But no, in today's episode, we are going to be talking a little bit about the airsoft scene in New York and what that kind of looks like there, because it's tight restrictions, man. It blows my mind. We're in the middle of Kansas. We can do pretty much whatever we want, and nobody really says anything.
People fuck their horses.
I could run around in my front yard naked with my airsoft gun, and nobody would say anything.
Right.
I mean, a few people might stop and ask how I let that thing drag in the dirt.
Yeah.
But,
1 point play.
Yeah, you just drop the gun and get double nut action. Crowd.
It's happened. It sucks.
It has.
I still rock the 1 point.
But no, tell us a little bit about yourselves.
Please.
This is your guys'
podcast.
time
It's all yours.
to shine.
Go.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, we're just here to facilitate and ask questions.
Oh, you guys are so sweet. You're giving us the podcast on the first day. We didn't even have to take you to dinner or sleep with you. That's
I
great.
still expect a dick pic from both of you.
Yep, definitely.
Okay.
I'll do you one better. I'll give you a link. I'll give you the private link to my OnlyFans.
There you go.
Oh my fucking god!
We'll give you the link to
We'll
give you the link to
BB
our
showers.
private.
BB showers.
Yeah, we'll trade OnlyFans links.
Yeah.
We're golden. Yeah.
So guys, basically, long story short is, we started a team just basically because the airsoft community in New York City, specifically the city, is not truly represented. It's seen more as a taboo sport. And a lot of people are freaking out because of gun bans, and they look pretty much, you basically are playing Call of Duty in real life. So people are still very uncomfortable with that,
Right.
and they shouldn't be. So our goal is to not only, we're a Milsim team primarily, we're going to go to events, we're going to show out, we're going to have fun, be tactical.
Right.
But our second mission is to further grow the community within the 5 boroughs. I'm not worried about 3-4 states over right now, because in a lot of places, airsoft is thriving.
Right. No, if you don't focus on your community first, you're not going to go anywhere.
And before people say oh yeah, New York has a few fields, it's not that bad, but they're not. You gotta understand, for us people living in the 5 boroughs, they're not accessible to us within a reasonable distance. I shouldn't have to travel 2-3 hours every time I want to play with my boys.
No. No, that would
So-
be
Yeah, it's
unbearable.
That's brutal.
it's a trek for us, and we're super limited out here in what we can do and can't do, and where we can go. So it's all about bringing the community out that's interested in airsoft, and also educating the people about it, because a lot of people don't know what airsoft is.
No,
they
for
automatically assume it's a gun. So
Exactly.
it's a lot about education.
Yes, that, and like, I mean, we were just talking about this in a previous episode. You guys may have not heard it, where we were saying, like, you know, when somebody says paintball, it's the norm. Everybody knows what you're talking about, or has a general idea of something on a TV show where they watch somebody play paintball, or they knew somebody who played, and they know what you're talking about when you say paintball.
I mean,
okay, cool. Instantly, you think of somebody getting shot. But
I'm sorry.
It's gotcha. It's gotcha now.
No.
right.
Yeah. But my thing is another thing about it too, and I really do believe this, and it plays a really big factor when it comes to the difference between paintball and airsoft, is that with paintball, people can say paintball marker and not be afraid.
Right.
The moment you put the word gun in the equation, that's when red flags get raised.
Yes,
and
that's
even
true.
if you call it a paintball gun,
Right.
it's like, oh, but there's paint. Airsoft,
Yeah.
like, what the fuck is soft air? I've never felt soft air.
I really think that's an unfortunate piece of our generation now, is that
Pussy fight.
everybody hears a gun and it turns into this
Snowflake.
giant vagina problem, and
Yep.
everybody's just got sand in there now, and it might go bang and it cause a problem. And I mean, I'm just saying, like, I've grown up with guns my whole life. Never once have I had an issue with them. I've had some very irresponsible people who have had guns and probably shouldn't have, but even they managed not to shoot themselves. So, you know, it really goes to show that, like, a lot of people out there have guns. We have millions of gun owners in the United States, and we have only a couple shots or things like that happen that were with a legally owned firearm. That's the key point, legally owned firearm. But we're not talking about guns. We're talking about airsoft, and unfortunately they get tied in with guns because
That's true.
gun, you're exactly right. But I think it would be cool to get it to be a household thing where people, when you say airsoft, they think of a little white
It's
BB.
just paintball, but better.
Yeah, a lot better.
That's all.
Exactly.
it is.
Like,
Exactly.
I mean, I always troll people who ask me, like, why don't you just play paintball? I'm like, oh, you mean airsoft with paint?
Right.
Right, yeah.
Exactly.
With
Well, I mean,
physical
look at
pain.
the markers. Tipman has gone to a whole line where they're imitating airsoft guns.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's MagFed.
Yeah.
MagFed, and to be
anything MagFed.
not to encroach on it, but MagFed was basically what kind of dictated people in the community that wanted to make airsoft, like the industry, was like, okay, paintball guns can look real, so we can make BB guns look real and have them be a sport too. That was
Right.
the intention, but they screwed up because they didn't call them markers. They called them all guns.
Right.
That's true.
That's why, like, and I may be wrong. Like, if I'm wrong, anybody listening, come to my house, punch me in my chest.
I think the moment it takes form and looks like a real gun,
Right.
you can't help but somebody's going to
Yeah.
tie a gun to it.
But hey, I can
Exactly.
paint the tip of my real gun orange and take it outside, and no one will fucking think different.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
not even
exactly.
that in New York City. It's worse than that because you can't even have the orange tip on the gun and it'd be okay. It's just the fact that if you're caught holding one and you're not in a place where it's allowed, you're going to get it taken away. Or in the case of, like, I mean, it was a little bit different because, granted, person in Brooklyn, he was on a rooftop in public
That's true.
and he was recording video and he was basically running drills. Like,
Jesus.
that's not okay. But, like, listen, I'm not here to defend idiocy, but
Right.
for him, I'll level with you. I'm not saying against him. He's a foreigner. He's a content creator from another country.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
He's a video game. He creates video games.
Yes,
Right.
he's also a video game designer. And I'll even tell you, even after that whole mess, yes, he's a part of Boros Tactical. I said it.
Right. No,
Yeah, we know him. He's one of our guys.
you see, and this
Exactly.
right here is a thing I'm happy you bring up because I want to touch on it with this whole Spartan 117. I know you guys probably have heard
God.
about it by now.
Oh god.
Everybody is so quick to jump on the gun and be like, what a fucking idiot and blah, blah, blah. Dude, I know a ton of people who were friends with Greg for a long time
Right.
in both airsoft and real steel industries. The guy is a great fucking guy. He's a veteran. He's always trying to help the betterment. He's trying to make it fun and enjoyable for everybody. He's been approaching airsoft with a really great attitude towards cheating and stuff like that. Dude, he's amazing.
I feel like the only thing that was he's a great guy, and I watch his content. And shout out to him right now if he listens to this. Shout out to him, man. I love your content, dude. And if you want to do something later on with us in life, I'm all for it. But that's not to say I understand his intentions were well, but there's such a thing called as helping too much.
Right. Yeah. No, I agree.
And go out and help the store owner, but do it within a way where you don't draw too much unnecessary attention and possibly negate what you're trying to do. Right. That's all it was. He just made a really bad lapse of judgment, and I guess it was just the endorphins. Yeah. And plus, he's also prior military. Exactly. So I'm not going to hold it against him to want to help his brothers out.
Right. And I think exactly what my opinion probably happened is that he probably, I would assume he saw the guy standing there, and just like anybody else who was probably prior military, Jesus, I can't fucking talk, who was prior military, like I do with guys who I've played hockey with, or I see guys playing hockey, I'll go up and I'll be like, hey, what's up, dude? We'll just talk for a minute and we'll talk about it. Except the only problem was it just didn't occur to him. It was maybe a bad time considering he was in gear and he had a gun that was CA non-compliant. And, it's a lot of kind of bullshit. But
I mean, you could have gotten the same effect by being in plain civilian clothes, carrying your everyday carry gun that you're legally allowed to, and holding the storefront with the owner present. That's all you needed to do. Yep. As like I said, I'm not gonna discredit him for his intentions, but it was a good idea, but a bad execution.
Exactly.
There you go.
Really
but also, there's give and takes with that, because God forbid something would have went down, and where he was at, because he was in LA, so LA had a lot of tension going on.
Yeah.
Out here in New York, we had a couple of mag-fed soldiers, we'll call them, that think
we will not name them.
Since they know. We're not going to name them, of course not. But we had some individuals that, they know police. And, they were putting up posts like, hey, I got the call. Whoever wants to come to a certain bridge and be protection, let me know. Just bring your mag-fed gun and bring some first strikes, and we'll take care of this. You're setting... Yeah, and especially with all the tensions going on in New York City, which is a little bit different, that's a recipe for disaster.
Right.
And before I forget, because while we're on the Spartan subject, my anger with him isn't because of what he did was stupid. What angers me is that he really put himself in danger.
Right.
Well,
unnecessary, unwarranted danger. Because my thing is forget the rioters.
Right.
Forget the rioters.
The danger aspect of it.
The military would have saw him.
Right.
And then they tried to contact him over comms and realized that they're not responding. And forget that they noticed that his guns weren't compliant and they're not standard issue.
Right.
So if they would have just tried to radio them in and those are not responding, and then they're over here holding a defensive position, they could have aired him out.
Right.
Yeah, they would have.
Yeah,
dude,
they definitely
in
could
New
have.
York City, I gotta be careful if my lighter looks like a handgun.
Right.
Yeah, out here. We can't carry a pocket knife. You can't carry a box cutter. They see the clip of it, they're liable to throw you up against a wall, do some reckless stuff to you.
Not all of them, but there's
not all of them.
Attention.
But there's some of them that they just want that little bit of attention,
right?
So they can act out.
You should come to Kansas.
There's a power builder.
Yeah, you guys should come to Kansas sometime because.
Oh no, I've been. It's night and day.
Do whatever you want. Do whatever you want, pretty much.
There's no knife laws. At all.
Cops will roll up and they'll
hey,
stop
you want to see me
car.
AR out of the back of my car?
They'll stop in their car and they'll roll down the window and look at you and you'll be like, "What's up?" And they'll be like, "You causing any trouble?" And you're like,
"Nah."
No. And they're like, "All right, man, have a good day." And then they fucking roll on.
I feel like you can ask them to go like, "Hey, you going to the gun store? I need some ammo.
No
you can bring that back."
Me personally,
shit, buy me some 9mm and you got yourself a deal.
me
personally,
yeah, exactly. me personally, my wife recently just moved to Atlanta. She works in the airport industry. So we bought a house out there. I go out there. I got a gun license, carry conceal license, got all that stuff within 3 days.
Yeah.
Right.
Picked up whatever I wanted. And Atlanta having all these tension issues and all that stuff that's going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
But you can still walk around with a gun like nothing.
Yeah.
Like, perfectly fine.
Yeah, same
Like,
way
it's
here.
like, yeah,
We're an open
definitely.
carry state, so
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, open carry. We're actually a constitutional carry
Yeah.
state.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
and if you're
Yeah,
not
I've
aware
seen
of it,
people in the arenas with them.
And-
Yeah, I've seen people in the
and-
arenas with them at Kemper.
yeah.
good old Kemper. That's
it's
Missouri.
impossible. The only way you
Oh,
could get
sorry.
the only way you can get a legal permit for to carry a gun here in New York City is if you carry large quantities of money at any given time for an organization or for your own personal investors, or if you work in the Diamond District
And you still get denied.
and you still most likely get denied, and you could have 30 references, the cleanest record, pass like 10 psych evals, still wouldn't get it.
So, all right, the process out here in New York is you file your paperwork, you pay like $400, and it's 9 months.
Mm-hmm.
Then they call you in, they interview you, another 9 months pass, and then they deny you.
Oh my god.
That's what it is.
Nice.
So you're
So
paying
it's
for them to
like
say
18
no.
months. Yeah.
Nope.
That's fucking crazy.
See, I'll come up and see y'all, but I ain't staying. That's all there is to it.
But
Yeah,
Pretty
I
much.
wouldn't say either.
let us know. Tell us a little bit about what your local fields and stuff looks like. I could talk all day on real guns.
Well,
It's
we
not even my
we
thing.
literally. It's gonna sound pathetic, but in New York City, we literally locally only have one field,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and that's area where I work, Area 53 NYC. Shout out to them.
Right. Nice.
And
So- Is it just like? Do you guys?
It's
How big is it? How many acres do you know?
not even acres. What's
Not even
acres?
It's not even
You
acres.
mean how-
We're they're
Compared
talking
to a
square
city,
footage.
If
Yeah,
you,
square footage.
we can talk about blocks if you want to dumb it down, like city blocks.
All right. So you could break it down to probably like 4,000 square feet,
Holy
dual
shit.
leveled. Yeah, dual. It's
So
like a
you
dual level
think to
CQB
say-
strictly.
Yeah, so you can say we get into a lot of CQB situations.
Yeah,
So
I think that's the
FPS
size
limit?
of my house.
pretty much.
Yeah.
You
Pretty
guys
much.
have FPS limit? Like, are you guys limited to 350?
It depends on what weight BB you're using, but when you initially chrono, you need to chrono with 2.0s under 350.
Pretty average for standard.
There is bang bang rules, but we sometimes say screw it because a lot of the community is just private players. There's
Right.
nobody who's really new, and most of us
Down-
play with each other
down
all
with
the
the
time.
bang bang.
That's
I
it. Take
hate
that
it.
however you want.
Bang bang's terrible.
I'll just let you know if I ever come up there and play
Yeah.
and you say do bang bang rule, that won't happen. So just
No,
we
no.
basically say
I'll-
bang bang is a courtesy.
okay, that works.
Yeah, bang bang's
If
a
you feel like you
courtesy.
can, if somebody goes bang bang and you feel like John Wick, do it.
Bang.
Now, see,
I would say bang bang while I shot them.
I shoot you.
Bang, bang.
exactly.
Yeah,
you know, I'm
I
sitting
pretty
here
much-
thinking about
that's
my
how we
guns.
roll.
My thing is like I feel like just avoid saying you don't even have to say bang bang. Just say even if you don't have a knife, if you're close up, just touch them on the shoulder. Say knife kill. It's the same effect. You don't have to
Tactical
shoot
spoon.
if you're close enough. Yeah,
Good old
tactical
MRE
spoon.
spoon
Or if you're
kill.
This
or
is
if you
true.
play Metal Gear Solid 3, use a fork.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a MRE spoon I've had on me for like 12 years that I've used.
Maybe you hide in a box. Maybe you
Yeah.
throw a box over yourself
Right.
and then you toss out a porn mag and you see what happens.
I'll stop to pick it up.
What?
there you go.
Right.
There you go.
I don't even know if any of my pistols would pass 350.
Okay, wait a
Last-
second.
I mean,
Like-
listen. I'll tell you this. It's a not really meant for milsimmers. It's only
Right.
if you're only if you want to practice clearing rooms in
Right.
formation. That's the only really thing you're gonna get.
Yeah.
The rest of it is like high octane speed QB style play.
Yeah. See, but
But
that kind of
it's
that's
kind-
like interesting
I-
too, though, because we don't get a lot of that.
We
here.
don't.
So
We have
for
just
me, it's
massive. Here's 200 acres.
You
Have
guys,
fun.
yeah, you
And
guys
then
are
it's
like,
just
you guys are over here
Wow.
like we don't have
Wow.
we don't have any acreage. We just have square foot. But I think like the edge, I think, is like one of the smaller paintball
Right.
fields. And so all of our fields are paintball fields that allow airsoft stupidly, but whatever. Anyway, the Edge, I think, is the smaller one of the two, and I think the Edge is still like something like
30.
I was gonna say
maybe
it's
like
graffiti.
120 acres.
Yeah,
and then it's like
20 acres.
it's like 30 acres on a field and like
Right.
40 acres on another field.
So like we don't get close like that because we're like, oh, we need FPS and we need range.
Right.
So I had my saw when it worked could
Right.
reach out and touch you at a couple
Right.
hundred yards.
yeah, my
you know?
minimum engagement most of the time is like probably a solid 20 to 30 feet away.
Right.
That's like that's really close.
That's like
you know
that's
what I mean?
our.
I mean, I'm a cheeky bastard. I like to sneak around and like flank. So like I go for like below the waist shots most of the time. So I'm not really that much of a dick to people.
Right.
Or if like I'm that close, I usually shoot in the plate carrier mad close. Or if I can
Right.
get up close, I'll shoot you in the back of your helmet.
Fuck, man. If we ever got that close
Well,
with people,
no.
we just hold the trigger and go up and down your body. Like,
Yeah.
just.
Oh, you're calling it
Nah.
today.
I got hit with a Polo Star at 7 feet, full auto, like 2 weeks ago. Like at probably like 410. Like,
Jesus.
That'll
and
wake you up.
I look like I got
And,
bit
like,
by.
you would-
I look like I got bit by a vampire. I was like, hey, let's go.
And like you
Go.
would, I mean, I actually have a video of me. I did something stupid when I was working at Area 53. I'm dating a girl now. We're actually engaged. We're gonna get married a couple
Congratulations.
months ago,
Scary
but then
thought, isn't
COVID
it?
hit and said you need to stay here. No, not really. I have two kids. There's nothing you're telling
Bro,
me.
I have 4
No.
kids. I have 4 kids and I'm married. Run away while you can.
That's true.
Amateurs.
Run
2
away
ex-wives, married
no,
a
it's-
third time,
no, it's
6
worse.
kids.
It's worse because I'm not legally obligated to love these 2 women, but I'm stuck with them for the rest of my life anyway.
Right.
Oh yeah.
So
Single
you can get a
life?
divorce and dip. But yeah, a lot of people ask us this question too. I feel like I'll address it now before it comes up. They always ask us like, "You're a Milsim team. How do you guys play on such a small field and get practice in?" Simple. That's why we go to Long Island.
Right. But
Or
you know,
we got state.
there's so many good advantages though that you guys have
Oh,
because
over
like,
us.
like
Oh,
this right
God.
here, like we were just talking about, perfect example. You guys have CQB out the yin yang, and we don't really get any mixture of it. Like the
Not
closest
anymore.
we have to a CQB locally now is like a
Oklahoma.
little small
Oklahoma.
fort that somebody
Yeah.
built in the middle of one of our fields.
Oh,
that
yeah,
tower.
at Tower,
And,
yeah.
But you're still not going to get in
Right.
there. I mean,
Right.
Yeah,
My fat
but
ass
my
now.
thing is like, but for like you guys, it is like it's like a double-edged sword because it's like it's not out there, but you guys have the ability to create with less restriction than we do. So if you guys wanted to, you can get like 20 fucking dudes to come up with some plywood and make a quick maze for a CQB field, as long as the field owner's cool with it. Like
Well, see,
we
but
can't do
that's-
that because it requires. We have to call contractors. We have to get permits. We have to go to the city hall. Get an
City got to get involved. All that.
We got to get an entertainment and recreation license. We have to have the fire department come, make sure everything's safe.
God.
Like we have to do everything by code,
Dude, I
and
love
that's why.
New York.
That's why I say, and that's why I. Yes, I love New York, but it's listen. New York is like that fucked up girl from high school. You hate her, but you know you'll want to get in there.
Right. It's like cocaine.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
You know it's bad for
Yes,
you,
it is.
Exactly.
but you kind of
Yeah,
just keep
exactly.
hanging around because you never know what it might
Why
bring
does it
next.
hurt so good when it goes in? That's just wait.
Pretty
don't-
much.
Don't worry about that. We're gonna move on.
Oh no.
So-
See, if I go to New York, I'm
That's
going to
what-
Hook and Ladder.
Yeah,
I've got to see the
just in case I
Ghostbusters
want
house.
to.
But
Yeah, do cocaine if you want to simulate having allergies and anxiety at the same time.
and
Yeah.
random nosebleeds.
yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, there you go. Random nosebleed.
Look, I'm in an
But
anime.
what posed you guys to start Five Bro Tactical? Like that's to me that's kind of really important question because whenever somebody starts a team,
Yes.
it
Came
It's-
from
it's born of a reason. Right. So what was
Okay.
your guys' reason for that?
So I'll
Go ahead.
basically tell you the main thing that happened. We originally joined the team. You guys would know about it. We were part of a team called Deadline Force.
Right.
We joined that team, the New York City chapter. We formed it with the idea that we're going to be constantly seeking these events out, going out to build a name for New York City. Like the mission we have now at 5 boroughs. That was our goal going as a deadline. But we started noticing some discrepancies within the team because we're not just the only chapter. We have 15 chapters scattered across the US.
We're not chair softers. We're not chair softers.
Right.
Yeah, there's just a lot of inactive people not doing anything, and we just had different plans. And like, we wanted to go to these events. People were talking about like, oh, we want to go to this event. We want to shoot stuff. I held game days.
Right.
In at Liberty Paintball, which isn't that far. It's like an hour out.
Yeah.
And we're participating in Radio Silence, a tactical hosted by Grimnir Tactical. Shout outs to those guys because they're doing amazing work. I presented opportunities and nobody bit, and that showed me that nobody really lacked the motivation to pursue what it really takes to be a Milsim team. Like, there's no coordination. There's 15 chapters, but not enough members in all the chapters. And it's not anything against them. I get it. People have lives, and not everybody likes the idea of it, but then real life situations come up and they can't partake as much as they wanted to when they first signed up.
Right.
And that's understandable, but that's just not where we were as a chapter. The entire chapter decided this. It wasn't just me saying like, hey guys, we're leaving. I'm taking y'all with me. I said, you guys like the way things are being dealt with? And if not, would you guys like to come with me and start our own journey?
Right.
And I'm not going to say anything, but we want to work with airsoft companies. Like, we were working with Grimnir to work on our narrative for the event.
Right. No, and I
like
think
we're talking to we want to create content to show show everybody that New York City airsoft isn't dead here.
Right.
We out here,
right.
motherfuckers.
That it's not a bad thing.
Dead. Right.
It's not dead.
It's not a negative thing.
Right.
It's not dead because it hasn't been brought to life fully yet. And that's what we're trying to do.
I'm on board.
Trying to
I
educate.
think it would be really cool to see more of an airsoft scene up in that area. And I'm sure once you get more into the less populated of New York areas that it probably has some popularity and there's probably more people who attend. But even the people who are in the inner city, like, I just view it as like, dude, there's so much stuff out there that these people could be doing, especially younger kids, to get in trouble and shit. Like, airsoft's an amazing outlet.
Come take your anger out on me, bro.
Right.
You fucking won't. I'll fist fight.
Exactly.
Right.
I don't care.
Exactly. Exactly. That's a big thing with us.
Dude, and the thing is and that's another thing I want to talk about. People always hate rentals. I hate rentals too, but I love them.
Right, but they give that kid who doesn't have the gun a chance. And that's
exactly
what makes rentals bad.
Is like,
what makes rentals bad is the assholes who go after the renters.
Yeah.
Like,
no, it's not even that. It's a lack of leadership from experienced airsofters because these guys are going to hang out and spawn. They've never played airsoft. They're scared. You got to present them with their Call of Duty moment, as I like to say. You got to present them with their Call of Duty moment. Like, dude, the bomb's right there. All you got to do is plant it and hold it.
You just got to give them the chance to be the hero and give them direction on what to do.
You used to do that at XA.
Yeah, feed them the win.
Right.
Like, I took like a really good example of who does something like I just mentioned is he's an airsoft. His name is Outer Heaven Airsoft, and he actually has a video on his feed on Instagram where there's a whole bunch of rentals in his phone. He's like, "Come on, what are you doing? Let's go, let's go, let's go! All of you, let's go!" He's rallying them up, and they're all listening to him. You know why? Because they saw the guy with the gear tell them, "You guys can do this."
Right. And that pumps a motherfucker up, just like me.
And the last episode we just had talked about this a little bit. Yeah. Where we said, hey, don't pay for airsoft training because you're fucking retarded. So, by the way, don't pay for airsoft training. Just throwing that out there again. If your airsoft community is full of guys who don't want to teach you just because they want the betterment of airsoft, your airsoft community needs repair. It's fucking bad. It's bad.
Because I was that kid that had nothing literally but a fucking Dick's Sporting Goods Springer, you know? And then I come out and see all these motherfuckers in full gear, dude, hyping my fat dumbass up. And I'm like, yo, we about to get this, boys. You know? Like, and ever since then, it was golden.
Yeah. I mean, it's...
The way I got in was because of Fajita. I was a mag center player, and I was pissed off because I couldn't use first strike round. So I went all the way down to Brooklyn. I live in the Bronx. I went all the way down to Brooklyn. He was like, here, he gave me his Desert Eagle, and I was just running around with a pistol for like 3-4 hours.
That's living large.
Probably still the funnest shit though.
Oh, I love pistol only matches.
Yeah.
See, and that's
another thing about 53. That's the best. That's the best place to do pistol only because it's all close quarters.
Right, and
we got a lot of speed softer boys.
And that one little action, created somebody who wants to make change in their local airsoft community, and that's exactly what I'm talking about.
And it's building community. You gave me an MP5 to use one day.
Yeah.
And that changed it all for me.
Right.
Like, and then after that, we became homies.
Right.
And look at it, fucking however many years later,
right,
we're sitting at a fucking table staring at each other, listening to other guys talk.
Right.
Like
on a podcast.
And that's why we're trying to like do our own sort of incentivizing for people being aware of what we're doing. Like our first giveaway, I'm giving away a $50 gift card to E-Bike or Airsoft GI. We're not sponsored by these guys. We're doing it strictly for the community out of pocket. And we want to set follower goals, not because we want to like get in the algorithm or whatever, you know. We want people to spread our message, and like not all places that have airsoft have a voice.
No, that's true.
Like New York City has no voice. Like when is the last time you heard any popular things coming from New York City? Not Long Island, New York City.
Nothing.
No.
Yeah,
zero.
Positive? No.
No.
The last thing I can remember, even negative, was the guy on the roof.
Yeah,
right.
Sounds super fucked up, but nothing.
No, it's fine because he understands what he did, but at the same time there was a misunderstanding. And I would like. It would have been different if he came to the community and been like, hey, guys, like I want to record some footage for like a YouTube video or content. Would it be a good idea to do it? Then we could be like, no, absolutely not. No, no.
Right.
But
see, when I saw the news,
I'm not going to hold that against
somebody
him.
was nosy.
Yeah.
That's what hit me is
some
Karen was looking out the window.
When they caught him with the drone, he wasn't even doing anything. He was looking over all the footage. They have him on camera looking at his camera.
God damn.
Yeah,
and then when they
just saw him reloading and unloading.
He was complying. He didn't argue. He wasn't being aggressive, and everybody's hounding on him for what?
Right.
I get it. He made a mistake. It's the same thing like we were saying.
Exactly.
His intent was not what was meant.
Unfortunately,
everybody saw it.
Unfortunately, all of us are all this thing we call a human, and humans definitely fuck up a lot. A lot.
I like to call it the human centipede principle, because if somebody, even if he's at the front of the centipede, if he shits, everybody has to eat it.
That's right.
Yes.
Yep.
I work for my city, so I understand that all too well. Okay.
But no, so we talked a little bit about why you guys started the team, and so what's your, I mean, obviously we know your end goal is to grow New York's airsoft scene, but what's your kind of like end goal? What are you wanting to, once you get to where New York is a thing, and you guys are now just Bro 5 airsoft, what does your milsim career look like? Like, are you guys trying to already start to plan going and playing milsims, or what are you guys looking at doing right now?
We actually going to do.
Go ahead.
Yeah, we're actually going to go ahead and do. We're teaming up with Grimnir Tactical. They're doing an event called Radio Silence at Skirmish Paintball in Albertville, Pennsylvania.
Right.
It's Skirmish is a huge. It's known for paintball and airsoft. It's probably one of the biggest ones in like the tri-state area. So we're teaming up with them for a 40-hour event.
Nice.
So it's basically a setting in the future.
It's basically Rev, but in the East Coast.
Oh, okay.
If you guys are familiar with Swamp Sniper.
Yeah, Swamp Sniper's Rev. It's
shout out to him too.
It's kind of like a
sponsor me, bro.
Imagine like these guys are looking at me like a crazy. It's like Fallout, kind of like futuristic.
Yeah, it's a post-apocalyptic. Guys, if you haven't already checked it out on our Instagram page, we even started we're really getting into it. Like we're starting a propaganda slander campaign against the opposition.
I watched that video and I thought it was pretty fucking dope. Actually, I was really impressed.
I did all that on my phone.
Very nice.
Yeah, we're gonna We're gonna have it's gonna be like a 9-10 episode type of like mini doc that we're gonna do leading up to that event on September 11th. So it's gonna be a fun event.
I'm gonna be honest with you guys.
And
I think this is really cool. So if you guys ever need anything where it looks like two fucking retards are dressed up like newscasters or
Let
something,
me know, dude. I'm
let us
down.
know. We'll do some. We'll do some video. We'll do some shit. Like,
guys,
definitely.
Guys, I've already. Can I tell you something?
Yeah, go ahead.
I already planned on inviting you all.
Ooh.
Oh my
Yeah.
Let's see.
I already planned.
I've got a complete.
Take time off.
I've already got a complete post-apocalyptic outfit for this.
Yeah.
So this is Brian's
if you guys want to go to Sydney,
Yeah. No,
if you guys
I've
wanna
got
go
a
to Sydney,
Galil
dude,
that's
I'm all
looking
for
all
it.
rusted. And
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Thump's in.
But we are playing on the Rebel side,
right.
which a lot of people are like, oh, your first Milsim event, you don't want to go mil spec? Hell no, we're New Yorkers. We do dirty shit on the regular.
There's a group on the East Coast.
Can I come in just a pair of jeans and my fucking play carrier?
If you join if you join the Rebels, absolutely civilian clothes. That's it.
Yes, it's my calling. I want to wear my jeans, a t-shirt, and my kit, and I'm golden.
See,
there you go. You could.
There's a group. Right, yeah, there's a group. It may be them. That's they run a big thing on the East Coast that's all post-apocalyptic, and they just scheduled the one in Oklahoma at D-Day. It was going to be this January, February, and then it got pushed back. I think to September, October.
Probably could have been the same guys. I'm not sure.
Could be guys from the same group. I don't know.
Again, it's intense.
Oh yeah, but we're also getting off. I have to go with what you were saying before about what is our plan as a Milsim team? Where do we further progress?
Right.
I think it's a little bit more a broader spectrum of what we want to do. It's not just Milsim. Overall airsoft, all aspects of airsoft. We're going to primarily be a Milsim team. And how we are going to do that is just pop up to as many events as we can as possible.
Right.
Who knows? Maybe we'll get a sponsorship or two maybe along the way. That'd be great. If not, we're still going to keep pushing. And then
6mm BBs, holler
Yeah.
we sent you a DM this morning. You haven't read it.
If you guys haven't already, check out 6mmPlastic.com.
Oh, God damn it.
Those
right
guys
now.
have got some amazing BBs. Task Force 2020.
By the way, it's the only BBs I use for my OnlyFans BB showers.
Dude,
that's the only ones we use.
They are amazing BBs
quality.
by a veteran. I love
the way
it.
they roll down the line of your back, just amazing.
Yes.
Or you step on one.
Full into your crack, right?
They make full penetration.
I like full penetration.
None of those halfway things.
But no, if you guys get a chance, you should come to Broken Home. I think that's what we're planning on. I would have liked to have gone to a lot more Milsims this year, and maybe we will. I don't know. But Broken Home is literally almost in our backyard. It's just south of us in Oklahoma.
It's 4.5 hours.
Yeah, it's 3 hours. It's not bad at all. And I plan on attending, and that's in October. So if you guys get a chance, but I know this year's been crazy for everybody because of, Lady COVID.
Well, maybe not this year. Maybe next year. I'll definitely.
If I don't have a pay-per-view,
dude, I would love to meet up and do an actual live in-house episode of this podcast.
Hell yeah!
I'll come with a 6-pack.
Guys. If I don't have a pay-per-view, if I don't have a Monday Night Raw, a SmackDown, an NXT, or any of that stuff to do, me and Fajita will go out there. We'll ship our guns to you, and me and Fajita will go out there.
Fuck yeah.
Dude, I will literally house you, and we will get fucked up every fucking night.
WWE works, they do events at Intrust now.
Yeah, so if you ever in Kansas, bro, you called us, and we'll fucking... Dude, we'll get down, bro.
Yeah, we'll show you the real fun of Wichita.
The real side.
On Broadway.
Sounds like fun.
The real side where you wake up and you maybe don't have a kidney, but
it's gangster,
worth it.
dude.
Dude, how did you know that was one of my fantasies?
So when it comes, so I'm trying to get a good idea of. So you're not just saying I want to be a Milsim team. You're not just saying I want to have a field. You're not just you guys want to be chairman of the empire.
I want to make airsoft. I want to make airsoft mainstream inside of New York City, yes, including the speed QB culture here as well. Listen, I don't see why not. It's different from any other sport that's just as barbaric. The
Everybody has their
UFC
own
brings
niche
in billions
inside
of viewers. The UFC brings in billions of viewers worldwide every time they put on an event.
Right.
What's stopping airsoft? It's just another contact sport.
Hey,
it's another extreme sport. If we
I
could get it on
millions of people on TV every week.
I'm gonna be honest with you here. I watched while I was at Bricktown Brewery eating my fucking burger.
I was there
today
too.
I watched
Cornhole.
Cornhole on television.
Wait, when were you there?
Oh,
yes,
yes,
on
ESPN.
Monday or something like that. But dude, Cornhole on fucking TV. Cornhole is on TV.
It was good to
Cornhole.
watch. Don't dog it.
Airsoft could definitely make it.
Yo, me and Fajita was eating Qdoba watching that the other day.
First of all, let me tell you something. Cornhole is a national treasure. Don't you ever disrespect cornhole again.
Right, but it's a backyard drunken game.
I've made my own cornhole painted Harley Davidson.
Bowling is no different. I would agree, but it's on national television. Cornhole on national television.
ESPN, yes.
Bro,
yeah, I love it though.
ESPN
I mean, it's right up there with cup stacking. Let's be honest. You know what I mean? Like
I've stacked cups. Are you talking shit?
I used to.
But that's
I'm
on
not,
TV.
Damn, I used to stack cups.
Or professional frisbee players.
That hit me hard.
Yeah.
So why? Okay, so it's not very expensive to catch like we have local channels that are static. If you like look at them, you can literally rent those channels out here.
I just had an idea.
Don't hurt yourself.
I'm just
going
gonna
too hard.
throw this out there. Everybody in this talk could be getting in on this deal. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Warrior Poet. I don't know if you guys are familiar with him on Instagram, on YouTube. Warrior Poet is an ex-Army Ranger, brings gun content on YouTube. If you don't know who he is, look him up. I encourage you. He's got some great stuff. Really awesome dude.
What's your point?
Wholesome. Anyway, he doesn't like what's going on with YouTube and them saying, "Hey, we don't want to allow your content because it's gun-based," right?
Sure.
So
Yes.
this motherfucker went out and made the Warrior Poet Society Network. And
I'm following them right now.
What that is it's a network of gun shows put together by dudes who maybe did YouTube videos but are bringing you that high quality content such as Task Force Podcast brings. And what they did is now it's a paid subscription. So for $60 a year, you can watch Warrior Poet Society all year, watch all the gun content you want, watch everything that those guys put out. Those dudes get to make money and you get to watch all the amazing content that you enjoy.
So what you're saying.
So what I'm saying is somebody out there, if you steal my idea, I'm going to be so mad. But the Airsoft Network, ASN.
That's TM, by the way. It's ours.
Yes. ASN. $60 a year. You get some of the greatest content creators for Airsoft, and you make it a subscribable network.
And 2 fans only pages.
Yes.
You get fajitas too.
Dude, yes. I got premium Snapchats.
You see what I'm saying, though?
God.
I'm saying this is a way to...
It is.
And you can stream this. It's on tablets. It's on iPhones.
And it's something that can bring everybody together.
Agreed.
Like a real... Let's say if you're a content creator for Airsoft and you're like, I want a platform that's not going to shit on my chest every time I try to post something.
Right.
You can be like, okay, I'm going to sign up as a creator account instead of just a user account and maybe get cheaper prices and uploads and stuff like that. Dude, we can make this happen.
It could get to the point where we even can get people who wanna advertise with us.
Right.
And you can get money off monetization off of advertising.
Exactly.
We could be the Airsoft. We could be the Airsoft YouTube. It's not impossible, but at the end of the day, and this is the main thing, and I've said this before, especially when I work at Area 53. Like I was saying, when it came to Airsoft, it was really coming down to the amount of effort we put in as Airsofters to get the community to support that business. Because without us getting those people, they would have just said, whatever, we'll just do paintball and not Airsoft. We had to fight for that. So my thing is like, I want everybody to understand that we're on a mission. We're going to do a lot of things. We're going to do a lot of big things to represent Airsoft, but it's not going to work unless we get the support.
Right. And you have mine.
Yeah.
100%. So
definitely. I stand behind your guys' stuff, and so
you just want a freebie on my OnlyFans. Don't lie.
No, I just want to hold your hand one day. That's all it is.
No, he doesn't want you to hold his hand. He doesn't want you to hold his hand.
I just want to sit on a park bench with you and eat truck tacos
Under the bridge. I know a
sun goes
perfect
down.
bridge that actually has a bench under it because that's part of my job is to do that shit. So, dude, we're going to make some beautiful videos under a bridge someday.
But
That
if
sounds
you
like
guys
fun.
if you guys aren't already, make sure you're following Five Bros Tactical.
Please.
It seriously, there's some great dudes who've got some really awesome ideas for an airsoft community that definitely needs it.
$50 giveaway at 300 followers.
Yes, and they do have a $50
Combat Master Baba Yaga.
I did share that. $50
Yes, you did. Thank you
giveaway.
for that. Thank you.
Yeah. No,
Instagram.
definitely, dude. If you guys got something going on and I believe in it, I will share it with no problem.
Hey, I was speaking
Once
about
we get to
giveaways.
300, once we get to the 300, you're going to go ahead and give away the $50 gift card. Once we get to 1,000, I'm giving away a Baba Yaga, and you get 2 mags with it. I'm giving that away, brand new.
Very nice.
Dibs
And by the way,
already
while we're
won.
on the topic of giveaways, you guys cucked me earlier today. I was number 3, goddammit.
You were number 3.
But you know what?
But you know what? Yes, exactly. You've been on the show, so that means you're entitled to a patch.
Yeah,
So
you're at
we'll
least
be
gonna get
sending
one of
you
those.
guys
There you go.
2 patches.
Nice.
So you'll be getting some TFPC
fuckers,
swag.
I didn't really lose.
How do I
loser
find
now,
you on
Mom.
Instagram? What's your
Yeah,
Instagram
what's
handle?
your guys' Instagram handle?
Oh, if you're looking for our team page, it's 5 BT_tactical. That's our Instagram for our team page. Underneath in our bio, we have our captains listed, including me in Primetime and our recon unit captain and our assault unit captain. You can follow us all there.
Perfect. So real quick, guys, I just followed you, right, with my main Instagram. It's awesome. So my mom follows you.
Nice.
That's wait, that's
You got
what?
on mom's
Mom,
level.
we gotta talk after this.
You got
What
on
are
mom's
you
level.
doing?
So
yes,
definitely, again,
that's lit.
like I said, if you guys are not following these guys,
Yes.
reach out, follow
She could
them.
she could be the team's mom.
Yeah,
She's
Yeah, team mom.
everybody's team
She's
mom.
everybody's
She literally,
that's for sure.
even at Invasion 5 and
She
6,
could
she
show up
was
with
team mom.
cookies and brownies at every event. It's gonna be amazing.
Whatever kind of cookies and brownies you like, by the way. Go ahead.
but
Yeah.
I like blondies. I
Reach
really
out.
like blondies.
follow these guys, jump on their mission because I believe
Yes, it's
it, and
amazing.
it's a good one. But you guys know exactly what time it is. It's sponsor time.
Oh,
so
Jesus Christ.
if you haven't already, check out 6mmPlastic.com. Those guys have got a ton of great BBs out there in all different weights, tracers, everything. And the best part is you get a discount code on top of their already ridiculously cheap price. That's Task Force 2020, all caps, get you 10% off your next order. Also,
Uh-oh.
if you want to upgrade your ComTacs or MSA Swordens, or you want to just add some fucking dope-ass Velcro shit to your MS-2000, check out Dynamic
thing.
Fuzz. Yes, it is. Check out Dynamic Fuzz. Those guys have got some amazing shit. It just lets you put your Task Force podcast
Stuff
patch on your
Yeah.
fucking ear, so it's amazing.
Yeah.
Now you can get a discount on TFPOD, all caps, TFPOD 10, get you 15% off your next order. And as always, if you want to flex on the pores
Uh-oh.
and you want to raid
Yes.
your sister's
Careful, because out here it's
room
real.
at night,
Okay,
I don't
just
know.
careful.
Whatever you want to do in the dark and
Right.
you want to be secretive, check out Core Vision Industries because those guys have got your hookup on all your night vision needs, as well as they sell Dynamic Fuzz products. So thank you guys for
Guys, they don't
supporting
sell
the show.
peasant stuff.
But thank you guys for supporting the show. It really means a lot to us. Thank you guys for
Oh, my
being
Jesus.
on. Really, I
Yes.
hope that you guys can see some fast growth because it can be grueling. I know that for sure.
Yeah.
I really want this to improve.
Listen, I'm a gamer at the end of the day. I'm a gamer at the end of the day. I'm down for the grind, my dude. And on top of that, I've learned to embrace the suck. So
Nice.
let's get
Yep.
it, guys. We're not going.
We don't
anywhere.
believe in sleep. We don't believe in sleep.
I like
so
it.
This is the motto.
I love these
We
guys.
don't believe in sleep.
We sleep,
We
we
are
eat
from
out.
New York. We are
we
the
will
city
see
that
you
never
guys.
sleeps.
So
And
But-
you definitely will see me and Fajita in October out there,
Good.
just,
Yes.
running and
Hell
gunning.
yeah.
Good. I love it.
Guys,
I can't wait. We're gonna
Please,
get so fucking
I would,
drunk.
I would love to be on the show as much as possible. If you guys
Definitely.
want to,
Yeah.
you know,
Definitely.
have it.
I mean,
You can
know,
call me late at night if you want.
Yeah.
We can just talk. It's up to you.
but
Fellas, just to give you a
I
heads
respond
up.
to all my fans on OnlyFans. Just remember.
The other night, I was listening to you guys, and Braun Strowman jumped on, and he was listening on with me, and he goes, "These motherfuckers are funny." So I think you got a fan of
Hell
and
yeah.
that big old goofy bastard.
Yeah.
So-
There you go.
Wow.
So
he's got a
we
fan.
gonna
in us.
help y'all grow too.
No,
Yeah,
see,
big old
we need to
fuck.
press. We need to press these guys for sure.
Yeah,
I like
for
what
sure.
they're
Yeah.
about. So.
But definitely.
Listen, once you send us those patches, I'm all open, baby.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, yes.
Well, I'm gonna send you a bag of
Yeah, yeah,
extra
yeah.
something
Yeah.
special.
It might be sticky and dry when it gets to
Yeah.
you. But...
Well, I don't know. I'll mix it with lotion. You can
Well, not if you put it in a jar first. Put it in a jar first.
yeah. All right.
Just
But
don't
no,
run
so-
under a
Not
black
mason.
light.
Yeah,
They
no.
won't.
But
Don't
seriously,
put it.
though,
Don't put it in a mason jar though, because they won't ship it.
That's true.
but we will see you guys on the next
Yes.
episode
Peace.
next week.
Have a good night.
Yep.
Yes. Peace.
Good night.
Peace, guys. Thank you.